Hey Scruffy, how you doing? So I'm a little late today. I was in a conference call, so I'm about a half hour late. So maybe that's why he got up immediately and stretched, because he's ready for food. Okay, so I'm gonna bring out the food. Okay, so coming out. Okay. On the table. Get the water. Let me close the door. Walk past you so I can change your water. Okay, so let's get the old water out. Okay, let's get the new water in. So you're quiet again tonight, huh? So I thought maybe you'd be more chatty because of last night. Okay, so I'm gonna sit down and get the glove on. Yeah, he's ready to be pet. Okay. So last night, if you saw the extra video, I was alerted by very loud meowing. So it was about maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours after dinner, and heard some very, very loud meowing coming out from the yard. So I decided to investigate. So I turned on the porch light and I opened the blinds to the patio door, and Scruffy suddenly appears. So my theory is he may have been getting in a fight with Boots, because I saw Boots yesterday snooping around the yard while Scruffy was sleeping on the table. So it's possible Boots was still back here, or came back, and they may have gotten into a standoff, because apparently Boots is kind of a neighborhood bully. He gets in a lot of fights, I hear. Kind of the Heathcliff of the neighborhood, maybe. So when I came out, I didn't see Boots, but yeah, Scruffy seemed to be agitated. So he was right before I started recording, he gave out one really loud meow. Haven't heard him meow that loud in a long time. And then he wouldn't approach me. Kept his distance, but he didn't run. And then here and there, Scruffy gave out a meow. I think he had two loud meows after that, so at different times. So again, I haven't heard him do a loud meow in quite a while. He's been doing these he's been very silent in general. And then the times he does meow, it's been like a very quiet meow. It's very hard to hear. So I'm not quite sure why Scruffy's been so quiet recently. But so I thought it was interesting that he was meowing last night. So I think maybe he was agitated by Boots. And so I kind of came to his rescue. Because I guess, yeah, if I'm right, when I turned on the porch light and revealed the blinds, it probably scared Boots away. So you'd think Scruffy might trust me a little more. But yeah, if you saw the video last night, yeah, Scruffy kind of kept his distance. I tried giving him some treats, and he would... First treat, he very cautiously approached and then stole, basically grabbed it and ran away. And then the remaining treats that I gave him, I had to basically start walking the perimeter, and while my back was turned and I was away, that's when he would steal them and run off the deck. So Scruffy still doesn't trust me, but I thought maybe tonight for dinner he might meow, especially since I was late, because maybe he's hungry. But he seems to like the petting tonight, so... But yeah, I keep seeing that hard piece of fur, and I keep kind of flicking it, that piece of fur under his neck. So yeah, it's really bad. I feel like I need to do something about it, but I don't know what. So you can kind of see it's protruding out. It's white and gray. Just always reminds me of like dried bubble gum, hardened bubble gum. So yeah, the cat's self-cleaning ability is completely broken down there. So yeah, I just kind of knocked it, and it just kind of bounces back. It's like a punching bag. Scruffy seems kind of friendly tonight, at least right now. I'm sure, the moment I feed him, he's gonna eat and run, but... What else is new? So the weather was about the same as yesterday. Kind of cold, but sunny. It didn't rain. However, the weather forecast has rain scheduled 2 days from now, and it looks like it's going to be a big storm. So it looks like it's going to be at least 3 days of rain. So we need the rain pretty bad. So it's probably a good thing. But I'm trying to figure out my exercise schedule, so I maximize the non-rain days. So I went for a bike ride today again, so 2 days in a row. I didn't feel like going for a run, so my legs are kind of sore or fatigued this morning, and I kind of expected that. They've been kind of fatigued, I think, for the past several days. So my recovery day, I probably didn't take it as easy as I needed to do. And so I basically been on full throttle the past several days since then. So I did intervals, and then I did bike ride yesterday, and then I did another one today. But my thinking is, the rain's going to come in 2 days from now, so tomorrow's my last day to do something. So I was thinking I could take a rest day, but since I'm not going to have good weather, I'm thinking I shouldn't take the rest day and try to push myself one more day, take advantage of the good weather. Okay, we're about time here, Scruffy. So, how about I get you your food, okay? So I'll finish this up. Okay, I think you're ready for food. Okay, so got meaty pate with, I think it's grilled chicken and tuna with kibble. And I'm low, there's a Grimmie artifact back there. So I'm low on the Meow Mix in my bucket that or my container I keep in the house. I had to refill it with the giant bag that I have out here. I haven't done it yet. So there's a lot of crumbs that came out. So there's fine particles of Meow Mix. It's quite a lot of them. So I mixed it in with the meaty pate. And then, of course, the Kirkland kibbles in there too. So I have a lot more of that still. So I don't think the containers are the equal size. I think the Kirkland container I use is bigger. So yeah, the brush is going a little harder through this side for whatever reason. I think it's probably the angle. Okay, I'm going to switch brushes. You get your tail? Okay, I'm going to flip the brush over. So I saw Scruffy, I think this morning. No, sorry, it was about lunchtime. He was sleeping near the railing, kind of out of line of sight, so I could see his reflection. And then let's see, I think he disappeared after that, so I didn't see him pretty much the whole day until about an hour before dinner, where he was sleeping on the table again. And but yeah, mostly I just went to see him earlier today, just make sure Boots didn't get to him, and he was still okay. Because I think Boots had probably hurt him pretty bad in the fight. I don't think Scruffy's much of a fighter. So yeah, so Scruffy was sleeping on the table, and then I think a little bit later he moved behind the sun oven. I don't think I got a picture of that. And then, yeah, basically, I was busy, indisposed, and so I'm about a half hour later than usual for dinner. But the sun's setting later and later, so he might not even notice. I think when we started this, I used to feed him probably like 2 hours later than this. Part of it was the heat, so it was really hot, so it's waiting for it to cool down. So right now it's still winter, so it's cold. So I actually don't mind doing it when it's daylight. But, usually I'm doing stuff, so I've been pretty consistent about getting here at the same time recently. Seems to be slurping his food tonight, so I think he likes it. Could be the extra Meow Mix crumbles. So maybe they're really salty or something, flavorful. So my bike ride is going back and forth in my head about whether I wanted to push myself or take it easy. Because on one hand, I was kind of feeling the tiredness in my legs. On the other hand, I know the weather's going to turn bad, so I'm not going to get a lot of exercise chances in the next few days. So part of me wants to take advantage of it while it's still good. So I think I ended up probably pushing myself. So I ended up doing a longer route. I didn't press as hard while I climbed up the hills and stuff, so I was going up I think a little bit slower, but yeah, I ended up covering more distance in general, so I think my ride was like at an hour and 45 minutes. And there were a couple times on the hills where, yeah, my legs were really feeling tired. No pain, just tired. It's just didn't feel like I had the energy to push it. So I think ideally, I'd probably like to do a run tomorrow. And I kind of presume I'll be rained out for at least one day. And then, since this 3-day prediction of rain, it could be possibly 3 days, if not more. But we don't get that much rain around here, so I kind of expect we're going to get a little bit of rain, and then it's probably going to stop, and then maybe we'll get like little showers here and there. I don't know. The specific forecast is not here yet, so I know it's supposed to rain in the day in 2 days, but then the forecast ends, and then it just goes into the general 5-7 day forecast or whatever, day by day, rather than hour by hour. So one thing I don't like about doing a run tomorrow is it does clear up the following day. It'll probably be muddy, so I don't really want to do a bike ride. So it means I'll be doing 2 runs, even though there's a rest day or recovery day in between. I'd like to break up the runs if I can. But yeah, today I just didn't feel like running. Normally I do the run today. Yeah, so the rain actually might be good for me because maybe I need a few more extra rest or recovery days. Work on the pull-ups and the resistance bands. I've been procrastinating on my taxes. I was planning to do it past 2 days, or at least get started on it. Really haven't done that. Found other things I could work on. But yeah, I kind of want to get the taxes going and behind me. So he's eating a little slower tonight. He's slurping, so I think he's enjoying it. So the parker was biking today. They closed off the parking lot again. I think it was less than half full, so seems kind of ridiculous. They close it off that early. But, there's a big line of cars lined up, so I guess they're letting people in when people drove out. But, in terms of actual crowdedness in the park, I thought it was pretty empty. It was pretty quiet. I mean, there was more people than some other days I've been there. But in general, yeah, it's I wouldn't even call it a crowd. So, it's a huge park, and so most of the places won't see any other people. So like one of the routes I was worried about, where I was worried I might have to be careful because there'd be a lot of people. I'd have to dodge around. The path was completely empty, nobody there. So I saw a lot of squirrels. It's like when the sun comes out. Oh yeah, there was a very small bird that was in the brush, and it jumped out of the brush right onto the dirt path that I was on, and right in front of me. And, yeah, bird wasn't watching where he was going. So, good thing birds have very fast reflexes, because the moment he saw me, he took the flight. And, he had enough time. His reflexes are fast. But, yeah, if he was relying on me to react and avoid him, he would have been dead. Because, my reaction times are not that good. My brakes aren't that good either. So that's another reason I kind of would like to get a new bicycle, because my brakes are a bit antiquated by today's standards, and they don't slow me down as much as the modern brake would. Not that I usually go that fast, or am able to go that fast. It's a pretty heavy bicycle by modern standards. It's actually a really heavy bicycle by modern standards. I was going to take off, but he's like, no, wait, there's more food. You really want to take off there. And you see, you still don't trust me, Scruffy. I'm just sitting here filming you. Not even touching you. Came out to your aid last night, trying to protect you. You still don't appreciate me. So is he going to groom himself, or is he going to leave? He's going to groom himself, huh? So I'm going to put the glove on the table. Take the glove off. Okay, zoom in. So my hand's really cold, even though it was in the glove. Yeah, I think my hands are going numb. So I'm going to shift my chair a little bit so I can use the back of the chair to lean back. So I actually sit kind of diagonally in the chair, so I can straddle the corner and get a little closer to Scruffy. But yeah, it's not a good posture. Yeah, he's coming back. Hoping more food appeared. Didn't leave. So I had kind of a cheat meal. I don't really want to call it a real cheat meal last night, but I had a kind of a extra plate of food, basically. Because, yeah, I've been pretty good the past 2 weeks on just eating kind of the bare minimum that I could. And sometimes I get hungry and I'll have like another plate of something, and I felt I probably should have a cheat day at some point, but rather than going full-blown cheat day or cheat meal, I just have another entree of extra food. So I haven't done spaghetti in like a long time, so it's kind of craving spaghetti. So made a bowl of spaghetti to go with my regular vegetable soup. And, that's why I heard Scruffy last night meowing, because I was actually still in the kitchen. I think I was just finishing up. It took me a while to cook and then eat, and then I think I was about to start cleaning up. That's when I heard the loud meowing. So good for him, because if I had not taken that cheat meal, I wouldn't have heard him, because I've been somewhere else in the house. Oh no, he's scratching. Don't want you scratching the deck. He's on the sidewalk now. But yeah, I heard him scratching. Okay, I'm gonna see you later, Scruffy. And he's walking down the other alley. And I can't see him in the dark anymore. I don't know if he went into the bushes or down the alley. Oh well. So that alley is harder for him to get out, because that requires him to jump a fence. There's no hole under the fence. So I don't think he actually goes out that way. Actually, he might. There's a place where he can actually jump to get a little more height. You can jump on a trash can and then jump out of the gate. So maybe that's how he gets out, or another way he gets out. But I know he can't get back in that way, because I've seen him try when he got locked out. I don't think he can climb that fence. It's not good enough. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.